Hello everyone. Good afternoon, good morning. Namaste from India. Can you see me? I can see 20 people. Can you see me? Oh, they're not all.
Yes, we can see you, sir.
Yes, I can see you.
Very well seen, sir.
You are totally off now.
So we welcome you to ABS Analytics, and we believe very strongly in unconditional customer experience. We sign a trust with you and not a contract. We are very particular about the customer support, the customer experience, our delivery, the approach, and we are connected with you. We are connected with the industries. I'm a mediator. I'm a facilitator between you and the industry. So my name is Anup. I come with rich experience of 23 years in the industry of data, out of which 18 years in different projects, high impact projects. I'm a certified Six Sigma black belt. I'm also a postgraduate in data science. I've been practicing the field of data for very long. I've been in industries of different domains. I've stayed in Africa, based out of Nigeria for 8 years. I've handled teams. I've traveled a lot to Ghana, Kenya, Tanzania, Sierra Leone, many other countries of Africa. I'm very closely connected with the culture of Africa, people of Africa, and that's the reason when we say data science for every door, this is a campaign we are running. The data science for every door, it has a very clear indication, very clear message to all the learners that everyone should be able to afford a professional training. And ABS Analytics is committed in making it true that everyone should be able to get some sort of professional training without making money a roadblock. We will not make money a roadblock for you. That's our commitment. Hence, we have launched different programs at a very, very low cost, very low price, but we don't compromise with the quality of delivery. So today, we welcome you once again. And first, I will take you through the platform, our learning platform, and I'll also show you the agenda for today and tomorrow. Can you all see my board? Can you all see the agenda?
Not yet.
Okay. So as we said, this is the program for 8 weeks, which is called stage 1, out of 5 stages. We have designed this program in such a way that you first come for stage 1, you taste and test the power of data, how it's going to impact your work, how it's going to help you. Another objective is very clear, that we don't really encourage people to pay everything for 5 stages and then you realize that this is not your cup of tea. And I strongly believe that you should not regret the decision you made. You should not lose your money. That's the reason we made it stage wise. Study stage 1, look for a job under the profile of stage 1. If you're really interested, you are happy with us, you trust us, you move to stage 2, and which you must do. I always recommend move to stage 2. Similarly, do your assignments and the projects, move to stage 3, 4, and 5. The entire program of 5 stages is for around 10 to 12 months. Stage 1 is for 8 weeks. And within these 8 weeks, we have a lot to cover. We'll be focused more on the basics, the concepts. Because if the concepts are very clear, if the foundation is clear, if the pillars are strong, your stage 2, stage 3, up to stage 5 will become easier. Hence, we'll start with stage 1, and I'll just take you through the agenda for today and tomorrow. We'll be just having a very brief introduction of our team and the learners. What do we expect from this program, from big data or data science? Why is it important to you? How is it important to you? How it's going to integrate with your personal life? How it's going to integrate with your professional life? And how should you utilize this in the market? Why 5 stages? I've discussed very briefly. Then we will have the introduction to R Studio, which is the statistical software platform. We will also introduce you to the Minitab, and we will also introduce you today to Python. Tomorrow we will introduce you to Tableau and the Power BI. Today we are just introducing you to this platform. There's more of an overview. We'll not work much on this. From tomorrow, we'll start with the real training on R. One thing I want to discuss, because most of you may be interested in doing Python, and we are there with you. We will do everything on Python. However, why are we introducing you to R, Python, Tableau, Power BI, Minitab, Azure ML, n number of platforms? Why are we doing this? Because these platforms exist in the market. When you go for an interview, if a company is working on Python, if you're not aware of Python, you will definitely get rejected. But there's a company which is working on R, and if you're not aware of R, if you're not exposed to R, again, the probability of rejection is high. You have learned Tableau, but you have not worked on Power BI. Again, the probability is high for the rejection. Hence, we are trying to groom you as a package. We want to send you to the market as a package and not just as a data scientist. Apart from the program that we have a lot of workshops. Why workshops integrated with this program? Because you are learning data science as a technique. What happens if you don't understand stakeholder management? What happens if you're not being able to present a report? What happens if you're not being able to build a report? What happens if you're not good with the business communication? All these things matter when you go for an interview. All these things are actually considered by the industry, by the company. They will not just look at your technical knowledge, they will also look at your personality, your communication, your skill to handhold stakeholder management, the team building, a lot of things. And we will be covering everything as we go. We'll be training you totally connected with the industry, as if you're working in a company and you are doing your work. So more than the theory, we'll be focused on the industry, and that's how the entire program has been designed for you. So we will cover these parts. Before that, let us just have a very brief introduction, very brief, just your name, your country, and which domain you're working in currently. Maybe you're working in customer support, you're working in IT, you're working in HR, working in supply chain, logistics, petrol and gas, whatever. Just your name, your country, and the domain. That's it. So let's start. Let me just list out the names. Ismail Mohammed, can you please start? Ismail, are you there? Abdullah? Abdullah, please start.
Ismail.
Okay. Ismail, please speak. Introduce yourself.
Ismail from Ghana. Ismail Mohammed
Ismail from Ghana. Okay, what are you doing? What are you working in?
IT technician.
IT technician.
Yeah.
Okay, we welcome you, Ismail. So, when you see user is Raj Kumari. She's working with our team from Durgapur. She's handling the entire customer support from a remote location. Abdullah, are you there?
Hello, am I audible?
Yeah, you're audible.
Yeah, so sorry, I was speaking to someone else.
No
So
problem.
I am basically working in IT from past 14 years. I am a senior data engineer. So I work on Python and currently working on Snowflake.
You're from India?
Yeah, India, Pune.
You are based in India or you're based in some other country?
No, I'm based in India. I stay in Pune, Maharashtra.
Okay. Welcome, Abdullah. And ABSC really is happy to have you on board. So then we
Yeah,
have
thank you so
Rajkumari from Durgapur.
He's a participant.
Okay, who is a user? We can see a name with user. Can you please speak? Move to the next scroll. Okay, then we have Adoyo, Victor. We can see you twice. Victor, please speak.
Okay. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Victor.
Yeah, my name is Victor, and I'm working in as I'm a structural engineer, and I'm from Nigeria.
Okay. Okay, who's the next person?
Okay, I think I'm the one user.
Yeah, please.
Okay, Gideon, I'm from Ghana, and I'm a geoscientist. I'm actually a land surveyor.
You're a scientist.
A geoscientist.
Geoscientist.
A geospatial scientist.
Excellent. This data science really works very well for you. And I will connect with you personally to explain how this works in your field of geoscience. Okay? Please put on your shirt. Put on your shirt.
Okay.
Yeah, please put on your shirt.
Yeah.
Yeah, please put on your shirt. You are working.
My name is Adam Abdul Rashid from Ghana. I'm a teacher by profession.
Okay, good, good, welcome. But please, I request, go and put on your shirt. You are without a shirt. Okay, who's the next one? Atsu? Atsu I or Adam? Please come, speak. Awala, Michael?
My name is Atsu Aye from Ghana.
Okay.
I'm a data in a health service.
Welcome.
Health data.
Good afternoon. Can you hear me?
Yeah, Michael, we can hear you. We can hear you. Who's the next person?
Yeah. Good afternoon, all. This is
Yeah, Michael.
Awala Michael. Can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you.
Yeah, I'm from Nigeria. I'm in the oil and gas sector. I'm a HSSE coordinator or advisor.
Okay, welcome, Michael. We will discuss more about your profile later on. So the next person is Haminu. I
My
can't
name is-
pronounce your first name. Haminu.
My name is Oscar, your friend from Ghana.
Welcome.
Okay. My name is J. John Gloria Hamanu. That's the name.
Tanzania.
So you can Gloria from Ghana.
Gloria from Ghana. Welcome, Gloria. Happy to see you.
Thank you, sir. Nice to see you too, Anu.
Yeah.
I'm in the oil and gas sector, and I'm
Okay.
at the data center for one of the OMCs in Ghana.
You're based out of Accra.
Accra, yes.
Okay. Good. I love that city, Accra.
Thank you.
Okay, Emmanuel. Sorry, Haminu.
So I was
Yes,
introducing
that's
myself when Gloria came in. So let me complete my introduction. My name is Oscar from Ghana, and I am an epidemiologist working with Ghana Health Service.
That's great. Welcome.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, the next person. Haminu. Atsu. Yeah, who is this person now? Lion.
Yeah.
The king.
No, for your
Yes, please speak louder. Go next. I think there's a network connectivity issue. Go next. Emmanuel? Emmanuel, are you there?
Yes.
Yeah, please.
Yes, I'm here. Yes, good
Yeah.
evening, everyone. I'm Emmanuel Warioba from Tanzania, and I'm water biologist by profession, but recently I work as the project manager. So I'm very happy to join this call because I'm very interested in working with data, and I hope after
Great,
this
my
case I'm
man.
going to learn. Yes, it's going to be very helpful on the analyzing the project data just before and after the project, trying to see how the project was impacted the objective or meet the objective of the project.
Sure,
Thank you.
sure. Yeah, I love Tanzania. Whenever I visited Tanzania, I spent a good amount of time on the beaches.
Okay, that's okay. That's fine.
Yeah. So next is Esther. Esther. Irene from Uganda. Our first learner from Uganda. Irene. Irene, are you there?
Yes, I am here.
Good, good. So happy to hear your voice now. We have been chatting for very long.
Okay. This is Irene from Uganda. I'm a monitoring and evaluation officer. Yes.
Good, good. Welcome, Irene. We will learn together. Okay, Isaac.
Thank you.
Isaac Newton. Lion King.
I have spoken already. I am Oscar. I have spoken already.
Oh, yes, 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 you have spoken. Okay, so let's introduce Shilpi Sharma from India. Shilpi, are you there?
Yes, sir, I'm there.
Yeah, please speak.
Sir, my name is Shilpi Sharma. I'm from my country is India. I'm from Agra.
You're from Accra.
Yes, sir. In India.
You're from Agra.
Yes, sir.
I thought you are in Accra right now, Ghana. Sorry. Okay, good. Welcome, Shilpi. we are happy that you took a decision to pursue this course, and we will not disappoint you. That's for sure.
Yes, sir.
Solomon? Tade?
Hello, good afternoon.
Yeah, please, Solomon.
Yes, my name is Solomon from Nigeria. I'm a pension fund administrator, and I'm glad to be on this platform. Thank you.
Where are you in Nigeria? Lagos or Abuja? Ibadan? Okay, thank you on network. Tade? Tade, are you there? No problem. I think we have covered most of the people. We have two learners. We have two learners from India sitting with us in our training center. So we invite Nitin to just come and introduce yourself. Come here.
Hello guys, I'm Nitin. I'm from India and I'm from Real Money Gaming Industry.
Welcome, Nitin. Thank you. Now we have Shivam Verma from India, and they all were very fond of attending the session from the training center itself.
Hello everyone. I'm Shivam and I'm from India and I'm working as a business analyst.
So welcome, Shivam. We welcome you all on board. Let me introduce our team, the team of ABSC, which I always call the pillars of ABSC. So let us first introduce Rajkumari. I think she's working remotely. Rajkumari is the one who's sending you all the messages on WhatsApp, troubling you every 5 minutes. She's sending all the WhatsApp messages. Please attend. Please do this. Your fee, your receipt, your letter. So she is the one, the mastermind behind us. Rajkumari, can you come on video, please?
Hello everyone, good evening and welcome to the new
Can we see your
learners.
video?
As of now, sorry sir, but next time tomorrow I will be on
Okay,
video.
no problem. We have another person who's taking care of the entire platform, uploading the modules, the R file, all the files, and that's Hainavi from Hyderabad. Hainavi, can we have you on a video? Is Hainavi there? Okay, she's not keeping well today. And the man behind this recording, the social media, and all the technicalities is the youngest boy of our team. The youngest one is Sanjog Yadav.
Hello guys, my name is Sanjog.
Thank you, Sanjog.
Hey, you're welcome. You are welcome.
Yeah, thank you. We have another colleague of ours who's managing the entire operation, and he's Kaushal. Please, Kaushal, come and show your face.
Hello everyone. I'm Kaushal and looking after all the IT queries and other operations over here. Nice to have you all on board. Thank you.
Thanks, Kaushal.
Welcome.
We have a couple of other people who are not here right now, and of course I want to introduce myself. So let's start with the session and let us understand why are we here, why this big data, why data science. Let's talk from the industry, what the industry understands with this, and what you should be able to understand, and how we are going to calibrate with the market. So can we come to the agenda? Can we have the board? Share the screen. Now, hold the reduce it, right? I want to come to the next sheet. On the board. Just hold on, guys. We are just setting it up. Hold on. Now get the board. Where is that to add the page? Okay, don't worry. Let's talk about this. The market is flooded with different keywords. I suggest not to get confused. Market knows this as artificial intelligence, data science, big data, data analysis, data science. I mean, n number of keywords are there in the market. Some people also understand in Python or Power BI. Let's first understand what this is all about. And that is the reason why we designed a program with stages. There's a difference between data science, machine learning, artificial intelligence, analysis. These are the levels. When we talk about analysis, what are we doing? We are just analyzing our existing data. Whatever data we have in our business, we are just analyzing it. We are seeing how we are performing. We are seeing what the gaps are. We are seeing whether the data is right or data needs to be corrected. There are certain basic tools which we will learn, and some of the tools are used to analyze the data. You can analyze the data on different platforms. You can analyze the data on RStudio, Python, Azure ML, Minitab. I mean, you have n number of platforms to analyze your data on. Some of it coding. Again, you don't need to be a coder, so don't panic. We will make it very, very easy for you. Whereas we have tools to visualize the data. We have Power BI, Tableau, and some other tool to visualize the data. There's a difference between analyzing the data and visualizing the data. And this is what we have to differentiate. Why are we so interested in learning this? What do the companies want from you? People say, can you remove this from the background? Remove that from the background. While he's setting it up, I just asked him to remove the background from the board. So what the industry wants, let's say you're working, and everyone in personal life or the professional life, you are all working on some data. Even when you're talking to each other, that's the data. When you're eating something, there's a reaction inside the stomach. That's also part of the data. When you're analyzing something, that's data. What we don't realize that we are not aware of the data. What is happening within the data? How is it reacting? How is it changing? We are not aware of it. Perhaps we are not even conscious about it. So the consciousness about the data is missing. It is the same thing when you are driving a car, when you are learning a car, you are conscious about it because you are learning. Once you're an expert, you have mastered this consciousness. So when we talk about we are working in a profession and we all know that we are handling some data. When we are walking, when we are talking, we don't realize, we are not aware of the data, what is happening. And if you're not aware, so let's say at the age of 13 or 14, we are enjoying burgers, we are enjoying junk food. We don't realize because we are eating, we are enjoying that food. But because you're not aware of this, what is happening inside the stomach, at the age of 40 or 50, we are down with diabetes, we are down with heart diseases. What was the impact? It was the impact of the data which was happening in the stomach. But we were not conscious, we were not aware. Once we are aware, then we start working towards it. We start running towards it. But it's too late. This is what happens in the business. We are handling data, but we are ignoring it. Every day you're receiving data in any format, but we are ignoring it. And when you keep ignoring it, your business falls in a problem, in a turbulence. And that is the time when you realize that your job is at stake. You start feeling the insecurity of job. Because the business did not work on the data. 80% of business do not work on data. 80% of the companies, they don't use the data effectively. When I say they don't work, doesn't mean that they don't use data. They use data, but they don't understand how to read the data, how to utilize the data. And that is the reason there are failures. When you talk about the 20 companies, you can talk about the Fortune 500, Fortune 100. They are the companies, they are process-driven companies. They are process-driven companies, whereas these 80% of the companies, they are people-dependent companies. And the moment you become people-dependent, you will definitely start losing business. Always become process-driven, process-oriented, and not people-dependent. Don't always become people-driven or people-dependent. And that's the reason we are not being able to, or we always feel insecure about our jobs. Because we're not upskilling ourselves. Now what happens? When you say analysis and visualization, for analysis, you are using platforms to analyze using some formulas, some codes, or you are using some statistical formulas to analyze the data. Visualization is all about after analyzing how you're presenting the data. Now let's say you are in IT or you are in MIS. Every day you are handling data. You are a person in the MIS, which is Management Information System. You have been given data. What you are doing, you are using Excel or Power BI dashboard, and you are creating graphs. You are visualizing the data you give to the management. This is just visualization. But if you and me, if we don't understand this part, let's say the data coming in for visualization from company is incorrect. Let's say the data coming in is incorrect. What are you doing? You are visualizing incorrect data. You're not giving any insight to the company. You're not adding any value to the visualization. How will you add value? How will you improve the business? How will you impress the management? Only when you can analyze the data. Otherwise, it is garbage in, garbage out. You put in the data, what is coming in, you put it on a dashboard or Excel sheet or line graph, but you don't understand what you're putting in is garbage in, garbage out. You're not adding any value to the business. So don't expect any increment or a 40% jump in your salary because you're not adding value. You are getting your salary because you're working. That's it. Don't expect any exponential growth. Once you learn this in these 8 weeks, that's where then you can go to the boardroom, you can go to the review room and ask your HR, ask your boss that now you deserve something because you're adding value to the business. That is the power of data, which we'll be learning. Now we always hear about big data, big data. What do you mean by big data? This is not a rocket science. Whatever we are going to study for next 8 weeks or even 10 months, trust me, it's not a rocket science. You understand data, I understand data, we are using it every day. So don't take it as a rocket science, very easy. It is just the consciousness, just the awareness we need to create. We need to create the interest, the passion, which should be in your blood. And that's what I have done for myself. The data is in my DNA. I'm passionate. You wake me up at 2 o'clock, midnight, and we talk about data. I can speak for hours and hours. It takes time. It comes with experience. So let me also set the expectation right. Let me set the expectation right that within these 8 weeks, don't expect yourself to become a champion in the field of data science. That will be a wrong expectation, and I don't make false commitments. I give you what is realistic. In 8 weeks, you will start understanding the basics. You will start understanding the importance of data. You start understanding the uses, the application of some tools where you can apply in your offices. And you can look for jobs within these limits. As we move with stage 2, stage 3, stage 4, stage 5, you start getting the practice. You start gaining the experience. Mind starts opening. You start absorbing the tools. In the beginning, when we are learning, trust me, you might find it tough. You'll find it tough because in 1 or 2 sessions or 4 sessions, nobody, no trainer can make you a master. This requires extensive training and extensive practice. Very hard work. We will work very hard with you. We'll work extremely hard with you, but at the same time, we expect a reciprocal. We need mutual support in order to push you for a job. So, big data. Data is data. I'll say data is data. Let's learn these things very lively examples, very realistic examples. When you have 2 people in a team, it's very easy to know them. It's very easy to remember their birthdays. It's very easy to know their food choice. When you have 4 people, in a team, it's still manageable. What happens now if you have 100 people in your team? You may not be able to remember everyone's birthday. You will not be able to remember everyone's hobbies. You will not be able to remember what everyone eats. So as the sample size, as the data increases, size of the data increases, it becomes more and more complex. 2 people, you can meet every day. 100 people is tough. When you have 10,000 people, it is tougher. So as the data becomes bigger and bigger in number of rows or the columns, it takes a shape of complexity. There will be a time when you cannot manage this data with Excel. And that's the reason sometimes you start using Access, you start using SQL. There will be a time when, if you have small data, you can see something like this. But as the data goes bigger and bigger, you may see something like this. The complexity increases. But that does not mean that you will not handle big data. There are algorithms, there are tools, there are skill sets, there are techniques to handle big and the biggest data you can. And that's what we'll be learning in the next 8 weeks. So don't get into a panic state, just relax. We are with you. We will learn slowly. Even if it has to go from 8 to 10 weeks, we are okay. But we will not rush. We will learn together and we will go slow. But I reiterate, your hard work is important. If you don't work hard, don't expect us miracle within these 8 weeks. So now the question is, why data centric? Why data centric? Why should we become data centric? One thing is very clear. I have personally gone through this pain in my career. Many of you are going through, or many of must have gone through. If you're not data centric, the company will not value you. You will have no weightage inside your boardroom or a meeting room. They will not give you any weightage because they feel you're only speaking English. Everyone can speak English. It's nothing surprising. But can you speak data? That's what the company wants from you. Hence, you must become data centric. You must talk with numbers. You must talk about numbers. You must know how to translate numbers. You must know how to interpret numbers. You must know how to manipulate numbers. And that's what we call data centric. All with numbers. And we will learn this gradually in stage 1, stage 2, and the subsequent stages. Now the question is, as you said, it takes a lot of time, a lot of practice. Can we have the PowerPoint, the agenda? So now, before I move to introduction of R, just remember we have to call Ramat at 7 o'clock. When we talk about, these are the basic tools which we'll be learning. And we'll be learning on platforms, we'll be learning with the R and the Python. People always say that we want to learn. Where's the board? People say they prefer Python. This is the young generation. Now people are very interested in Python. But we are teaching you on Python and R. I will cover Python after 4 weeks. We will start with R first. There are reasons, there are logic why I have designed it in such a way. When you start learning 2-3 languages together, which is not your mother tongue, I made this mistake in my life. I started learning French and German together. Trust me, I messed up miserably. I messed up because that was not my mother tongue. I dropped German. I mastered French first. Now don't talk to me in French, please. Okay, I'm not speaking in French right now. So, no, because there are a lot of people who speak French, they will start. They ask me, parlez-vous français? And I'll say, j'ai bien parlé. That's it, I can speak now. So, when you are learning R right now, let's practice on R. Because if you learn Python and R together, you'll be totally confused. Let's master one thing. I'm not master. Let's get exposed to one platform. After 4 weeks, we will do the same data, same analysis on Python. Why? Because then you just have to change the code from R to Python. You will get the maximum understanding of analysis, the concept, the statistics part on R. And then the same data will be replicated using Python with a Python code. And that's the reason I kept a gap of 4 weeks. So that we do R, we have enough time to forget R for some time, and we have enough time to transition ourselves into Python. And that's the reason, that's the logic behind these two, the 4 weeks gap. So now, the fundamental of business statistics, big data. Before that, all these modules are there on the platform. I would like to introduce you to the platform we are using. We have several features. All your quizzes, assignments will be uploaded over there. And please remember one thing during this entire program or any program that you pursue with us, you have to clear all your assignments with the required score. You have to attend all your quizzes, get the score. If you're not doing so, trust me, your certification will be impacted. ABSC is very, very clear from day one. We don't sell certificates. Please understand, we don't sell certificates. You have to earn your certificates. And in order to earn your certificates, you have to clear your assignments. You have to clear your presentations. You have to clear your report writings. You have to clear all your quizzes. And we are strict about it, and we shall stay strict about this. Some of you may feel that I'll not come to the classroom, I've paid money, I will not study, I will get the certificates. I'm sorry, that's not the approach we take. I'm being very clear, that's not the approach we take. If you have that assumption in mind, that you will not attend your sessions, you will not work hard through the videos, you will not do your assignments, your quizzes, and you still expect your certificates, let's say, we are very, very clear about it. In case you feel you're not being able to cope up with the program, you feel that you don't have much time to pay attention to your program, ABSC believes very strongly you can take, we will refund 100% of your money with no question in hand. If you feel this program is not for you, this program is stuck for you, you don't have time to pursue this entire program, please ask us for 100% refund, no question asked. Go and invest it somewhere because that's your hard-earned money. You should not regret your decision. We are that open, that transparent, that true about our approach. So hard work by me, by you. It has to be a handshake, strong handshake. So now let's get to the business. Let's talk about the statistics. Let's talk about data versus information, raw data, normal distribution, box plot. These are basics, but these are very powerful tools in statistical analysis. These sound basics, but if you master this, 75% of your analysis is done. And that's why we are focusing on these powerful tools for data. So, can we open the platform? Open the platform.
Anup, can I ask a question?
Yeah, please go ahead. Go ahead.
I can't see what you are doing. I request if we could have it a full screen. I'm seeing all other participants, and you seem to be so small at the corner of my screen. So I'm suggesting if we could have it a full screen so I could read and see what you are doing.
You're not able to read on the board? You can't see my board?
Yeah. No, I can't see. I want it to be on my screen, full screen.
Just hold on.
Yeah, I also have the same.
Yeah, don't do it. And actually, we forgot to share the screen.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, now you can see, right? Now you can see the screen, correct?
Yes, fantastic.
Okay.
Fantastic. Thank you.
Okay. My apology. I missed it. Let's open the platform. Okay. So this is hold on. This is our platform where you can enter the platform where you have a URL courses.abscanalytics.com. When you enter the platform, you can click this one, the module which is appearing for you as a student. You click this. When you click this, let's open it as a student. Or anyway, I'm looking at this as an admin. When you look at this as a student, you will see your own module for which you have enrolled. So let me log in as a student so that we both on the same platform. So now when you come here, this is what you will see. Whenever you want to attend live sessions, you will see your live sessions popping up, blinking over here. You come to view all courses and you will see this program. Stage 1. I'll do it. This is the feature of the program you can see over here. What you will achieve, you will achieve 2 certifications. One is the data analysis, and the second is the Six Sigma Green Belt. And I'll also tell you why Six Sigma is coming to picture. You're not paying any separate money for Six Sigma. You're not doing any other course. But I'll tell you how we integrated Six Sigma with the data science. What you will learn RStudio, Python, EDA, exploratory data analysis, correlation, probability, hypothesis, statistics, normal distribution, and n number of topics, Tableau, Minitab, Power BI, clustering, the PCA, and you will have 2 assignments. And I'll also discuss about the assignments. It's an end-to-end assignment, one after week 3, and the second one will come after week 6. So when we do the first assignment, after week 3, when we give you an assignment, we will give you break for 2 weeks for you to study, for you to revise and do your assignment in groups. And we will have different groups for the assignments. Then after you've done the assignments, you submit it to us. We will share a feedback with you. Whatever changes have to be made in the assignments, it has to be incorporated by your group. Then the entire business report which you are preparing has to be presented to the industry expert who will be visiting us, and they'll be asking you certain questions from the entire assignment, how you have done it, what did you do, what tools did you use. They'll be assessing you, they'll be evaluating your assignment. After that, you will resume the normal course. After 6 weeks, we'll do another assignment that will be on Python. First assignment will be on R, Minitab, Excel. The second will be on Python, Minitab, and Excel. So that is the assignment. We will also look at your resume. We will also look at your profile, and we will reevaluate your profile and build a better CV. Then we will have workshops on stakeholder management, team building, business communication skills, which I've already discussed with you. Then this is about the course. You must read it. What we are going to cover in these modules, it is already there. Then we talk about the projects and assignments. We talk about the workshops. And these are here you can see your modules. You can download your modules. You can download the PDFs. However, you cannot download the videos. We do not permit you to download your videos. You can watch the videos on YouTube. You can watch the videos on this platform. But we will not allow you to download the videos. Here you will see the training schedule. Here you will see the agenda. You'll see the entire agenda over here. When you click this, you will see in a PDF. Here you will see all your assignments and quizzes. When we talk about the assignments, here, assignment 1. If you click this, it talks about the assignment data, question scoring, assignment timelines, assignment group, So you have all over the assignments over here. You also have a sample of the assignment, how you're supposed to do it. So we also attach 2-3 samples so that you can take help. Download this. You gotta download. Okay. So, but we should give them to download. Make it downloadable for the assignments. Okay, when I log in, right. So all these things you can download from your learners' credentials. Here you will see all the live session recordings. Whatever we are talking right now, it has a very high quality definition recording, and you will get it maximum within 12 to 13 hours because it takes time to encrypt, takes time to upload. In the meantime, we have another solution. In the meantime, we provide you with a link where you can watch the videos by the time we are uploading this. These are short learning recording. What does this mean? We record some videos for some topics which we are going to hold it next day, so that you can watch the videos yourself first, come for the session, so that understanding becomes easier and it saves our time. So you will have a lot of short videos of the modules which we will be covering. This is your Python installation, introduction to R and Python, R installation. These here you will get all the basic statistical modules. Here you will get all the modules. This is your promo video. So this is a platform and you must explore, you must download the modules, must study hard. So now we'll be talking a bit about the statistics, basic statistics, and the most important part of the industry. And now when we talk, I will take you to the industry. I will drive you to the industry. We will connect the dots in the industry. Before that, we take a small break of 10 minutes. We come back fresh and get back to business. Any question before we take a small break? Any question so far? Any question, please?
For me, no.
No question? Wow.
So my question is, the R Studio and then the R, are they free software or is something that we need to purchase? And the rest of the other ones like the mini tabs and those ones, which of them are for purchase?
R Studio and Python have free spaces. You can work with them for free. Whereas Minitab is a licensed software. You can use the trial version. I don't encourage crack version. I don't encourage that. So that's the reason we ignore Minitab. We work more on the R and Python. You have many other platforms you can use. Tableau has free space. Power BI has free space. So you're all set to go. Any other question?
Yeah, I have a question.
Yeah, I will.
I've been seeing your screen has been showing week 1, day 2. You've been speaking to week 1, day 2 slides. So I want to know if we are on that or you're going back to week 1, day 1 slides after the break.
Sorry, I didn't get the question. My screen showing what?
On the slide you've been using, you've been speaking to week 1, day 2 slide. I don't know if you can check now.
The PPT, right? Yeah, tell me.
Yeah, you're speaking to agenda for week 1, day 2.
Okay, then. Hold on. I may have come down here. This is day 1. Okay. Is this what you wanted to see?
Yeah, I thought this all will be discussing today since.
Don't worry. Day 1, day 2, we'll cover everything, what we are showing. Okay, so we take a break for 10 minutes. We come back. Hello everyone, hope we are back. Can we start? Can we start, please? Screen sharing. Are you back? I can't hear anyone. Hmm? Are you back? Let us speak. Can we start? I can't hear anyone. Can you see me?
Yes, we can see you. You have muted us. That's why we couldn't.
You had,
Yeah.
you had initially muted us, but I think it's okay now.
Okay. We are sorry. We muted you by mistake. Okay. So now we'll talk about the basic thing. As I said, we are not going to learn formulas. We are not going to learn statistics. Okay, not required. We have enough platforms to work for us. I have a question to everyone. What is the difference between statistics and mathematics? Why do we study statistics, or why do we drive a business based on statistics and not mathematics? What is the difference? Who can please try? I want you guys to participate. Speak. I get tired of speaking all alone. Try. Yeah. Anyone? No answer is right, no answer is wrong. We all are working together, we all are learning from each other. So please try.
I think that, yeah, data that you have collected, which you are going to deploy some mathematical principles behind data. I don't think there is data involved in that. That is my point of.
No, good try. You tried well. We thank you. But the question remains the same. What is the basic difference between statistics and mathematics?
Okay, can I answer?
Yeah, please, go ahead.
Okay. Statistics is mainly focused on data and analysis of data. Mathematics is a generic term used to working on the numerical stuffs. Statistics is related to data and analysis. That is.
No, you're close. Fine, we accept it. Any answer from Nitin, Shivam, sitting over here?
So I think mathematics is basically it is a number game. Statistics is a representation of that particular data.
Okay. Can you go on mute, please? Can you go on mute? Shivam, any answer from you?
Statistic, which is making some sense in terms of data. Mathematics just a calculation.
Okay. So Shivam says statistics is something working on data, mathematics is just a calculation. Fine. Anyone else who would like to try?
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Yeah, I think mathematics is more like a pure science, or statistics is more of an applied science. In mathematics, you talk more, of abstract formulas, rest. But statistics talk more about description of description of the analysis.
Good. Fine. All your answers are good. What is 2 plus 2? 4.
4. Yeah.
4.
4.
Why would you say 4?
Because 2 plus 2.
How confident are you that 2 plus 2 is equal to 4? How confident are you? Are you 100% confident?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Good. How confident are you that this is equal to 21? Is this right? Is this wrong?
No.
It is wrong. No, it is wrong. It is wrong.
How did you conclude that?
Because there are formulas when you are dealing with board mass.
How confident are you that this answer is wrong?
100%.
Okay. But this may be a right answer. You have not calculated. You have not yet calculated. So this may be a right answer. You will say 100% only after calculating it, right?
Yeah.
So what happens? What are we going to study for like 8 weeks? We are going to study all bases our confidence level. We are going to study everything basis probability. But we will not study probability as a subject, please. We are all studying probability. Statistics is nothing but a probability. And a probability can never be 100% right. If it is 100% right, that is mathematics. So 2 plus 2 is 4. This is mathematics. If 2 plus 2 is equal to 6, you cannot say that this is wrong. Probably it is right. I'm saying probably, I'm using some probability that this may be right. This may be wrong. I'm using the word maybe. Whenever in our life, whenever we say maybe, it means we are not sure about it. So statistics talks about a sample of the population. Let's understand this in a very, very simple way. Very simple way. When we are trying to improve something based on certain data, based on certain sample size, what are we actually trying to improve? We are trying to improve the population. If I say that you are in a contact center, or you're in HR, or you're in a supply chain, oil and gas, and you're trying to improve a process for the company gives you data for April, May, June. Company is giving you data for 3 months. So based on these 3 months, you're not trying to improve this process based on the sample size. You're trying to improve the entire population and trying to improve the process of the entire company based on this probability. So when we talk about statistics, we are working on probability. We are working with certain confidence level. If I say 2 plus 2 is equal to 4, I can bang the chair and I can say this is 100. I'm 100% confident. The moment you say 100% confident, it means you have reached the population. Today there's election going on in Nigeria. Nobody can say with 100% confidence that he will become the president or Republican Party will become the president. Nobody knows. Because you have not talked to each and every Nigerian. You have not spoken with him. You have spoken with them on a sample basis. The sample can be 99.9999 right. Your conclusion can be right, but it cannot be 100% right. If it is 100% right, it means you have talked to each and every Nigerian, you have taken the view, and then you're saying that Peter or Mr. Buhari, they will win, or whoever will win. So when we talk about when we are learning in 8 weeks, whatever algorithm we are using, whatever tools we are using, don't worry. We are all working on the probability. We're all working on a risk. So that is the basic difference between mathematics and statistics. The mathematics talks about the entire population, where there's no question of going wrong. There's no risk involved in this. The statistics talks about probability, where there's a certain risk of failure. Now, the question, I have another question for you. Tomorrow will be Sunday. Tomorrow is Sunday. Why do you say so? Why are you 100% confident? Will be a Sunday tomorrow? Yes or no?
Yes.
Yes.
Will be a Sunday.
Tomorrow there will be daylight. Tomorrow there will be a night. There will be Sunday tomorrow. There will be daylight tomorrow. There will be night tomorrow. Why are we saying this? How do you know? Maybe Maybe there's no Sunday tomorrow. Maybe there's no daylight tomorrow. Can we say this? Why are we so sure and why are we 100% confident that there will be Sunday tomorrow? Who can answer this? Who can try?
Can I try?
Yeah, please go ahead.
Yes, I think we are sure that maybe tomorrow will be Sunday or daylight and night, because it's something which is not changing regularly. It's something that it has been so for many years. Something not change very regular. Yeah, that's why we have that confidence. Because
Perfect.
Yeah.
Perfect. Now you said because it has been for so many years. So what makes you say, because you have not stayed for so many years, I have not stayed for 100 years. We have not seen what is happening for so many years. So what makes you conclude this, that tomorrow will be a Sunday because it is happening for so many years? What is the thing that we are talking about?
Because the 100% population agrees that tomorrow is a Sunday.
No, 100% population agrees. But the question is, why do we agree? Why are we agreeing? We haven't.
Can I try?
Yeah, please go ahead.
Because there's a precedence. It have happened over time. Historical records have shown that tomorrow is a Sunday.
You are coming to the point. The historical report has shown that it will be a Sunday tomorrow, right? I've been traveling to office and home for years. I've been driving every day. I don't know. God forbid. Touch wood. Maybe I won't reach home today. God forbid. I've been traveling home and this for so many years. My wife is very sure that I'll be home. The kids are very sure I'll be home. But can anyone in the world say with 100% confidence that I'll reach home? Can anyone say this based on my last 20-25 years of data? Can anyone say this? The answer is no. 99%, 99.9, yes, but there's still a certain risk which you cannot say you are very sure. Even though I have historical record of last 22 years. So you said because the historical report, you are very confident that tomorrow is Sunday. Then we hit the point why we are learning, why data is so important. When you start learning data, when you start remembering data, it raises your confidence level. And when you're going in a meeting, when you're going in a boardroom, and when you're sure about the data, it shows when you answer to the management, you are answering with more confidence. If you have not seen your data, if you're not remembering your data, if you're not analyzing your data, and if you're answering something in the boardroom, you might not be that confident. And that is the power of data. That is the robust structure of data. The historical data which you talked about. More and more data you capture, better the prediction. More and more data you analyze, higher the confidence level. Now, I have another question. Again, related to the business. As you said, whenever we are working on a project, whenever we are trying to drive some improvement, we are not driving improvement based on sample. We are trying based on the sample. We are driving improvement for the entire population, for the entire process for the business. So now my question is very interesting question. Anyone can answer. Improvement. Let's say I have data for January to June. And my data shows the business says that your target was 80%, your business target, your process target, your department target was 80%, but we are seeing a drop and you are only at 60%. Now you call a black belt, you call a data analyst, okay, let's improve this. But thing is, why are we improving it? What you're going to do normally, what people do, they will try to bring the 60% somehow towards 80%. This is what we normally do. But thing is, why did you drop to 60%? That is the concern. Now you're reinventing the wheels, you're coming back to 80%. Management is not interested in seeing that you're coming from 60 to 80%. Any business, any CEO, he's not interested in knowing why this dropped. Nobody's interested in why this dropped. He's interested in knowing the root cause of the problem. Whenever you go for an interview, whenever you go for the management review or meeting, the management is concerned about the root cause of the problem and not how it happened. He's not concerned, management is not concerned who did it. Management is not concerned which department did it, which department failed. The operation failed, quality failed, HR failed. Management is not concerned. That's where the blame game starts happening. Management is concerned more about what, how. Management is not concerned who did it, why it failed. Management is concerned about what is right. Management is more concerned about what is right. Even in our personal life, we fight, we quarrel, we debate, we argue. We have seen arguing on WhatsApp, arguing in groups. He's abusing, you're blaming him, I'm blaming him, he's blaming me. In life, we should not be concerned who is right, who is wrong. That should be a concern. The concern should be what is right. So even when we are fighting, if you want to stop the fight, find out what is right. Not that who is right, who is wrong. What is the right solution? That's what your business wants to see. Business is not bothered how it happened, who did it, this, my vendor did this, he did not give me data, he did not give me this. Management is not concerned about this. If you keep on cribbing, if you keep on blaming different departments, trust me, your job is in trouble. Then the management will say, then what have we hired you for if we cannot bring a solution to the business? That's why we should always focus on what is right in any business, and what is right will only come when you are confident about the data, when you are confident about your knowledge, when you are confident about the process. And if you're confident about your data, only then you'll be able to give the right solution to the business. Otherwise, it's English. And nobody entertains English today. So, when we talk about the improvement, we are driving improvement. But the question is, as I said, the management is not concerned why 80 to 60. They're not bothered. It happens. Management is concerned, how will you improve it? And let's say, even if you improve this, what is the objective of driving a project? in any business? Who can answer this? Who can try? What is the objective? Objective of improvement. What is the objective of improvement? Forget in business, even in our life. Why do we want to improve ourselves? Please go ahead. To make more profit. Okay? So if I say that I want to improve from 60 to 80%, 60 to 80, but this was already my target. We were already meeting this number. We were already meeting this number. So now when you're moving from here to here, you're not adding any value to the business. So, but you have to drive a project to reduce waste and loss. That is one on the lean side. That is good. I'm saying, see, one is goal. This is a goal. Goal of a project. Sorry. One is goal of a project. One is the objective of a project. Objective is different. A goal is different. Your goal can be to reduce, to make profit and all. But what is the objective of driving a project? When you drive a project in any business on your life, what is the objective? Anyone can try. To meet your set targets and goal. Yeah, tell me, please.
Yes, I think the objective is more on the focusing on the improvement. We want to improve something. So
Yes.
the basis I think for the objective.
You're coming right. So let me explain the objective of any improvement drive, either in your life or in your business.
Is to increase the quality.
Sorry. So let's say I'm running a business. I have so much of experience in this field, but for me, my business is a new setup. I'm trying to improve things every day. But what is the objective? If I use data, if I use statistics, if I use so many platforms analysis, what is the objective of using so much of statistics and inferences? The objective is that if I improve from here to here, that is fine. My management wants to know how long can you sustain this project? How strong is your model? How well you can predict your business? They were more interested in knowing how well I can predict my business for the next 3 months. You are saying that based on 3-month data, we have improved the project from 60 to 80. But what is your prediction for next 3 months based on the improvement? What is your forecasting? Why I'm saying this? Because if you don't predict your business for next 3 months, you will not be able to plan your resources. You will not be able to plan your sale. You will not be able to manufacture products. You will not be able to get in more services. So if I do project my business for next 3 months based on the existing data, or for next 6 months, I cannot plan my resources. I cannot make further plans of actions. So the objective of any improvement is to predict for next 3 to 4 months. That is the real objective of any business improvement or business improvement drive. So now the question is statistics, data, sample size. And when we talk about probability, as we said, it's all based on probability. The probability, the moment you reach 100%, that's not probability. That's just population. This is not probability. This is population. So we will talk a lot about probability, about the business, driving an improvement, stakeholder management. Because driving a project in any business, it's not easy. In real time, in real industry, you will face several challenges. You will face challenges from your own team. You will face challenges from your leadership. You will face challenges from your clients. They will not give you data in time. They will not coordinate with you. They will not support you. So the stakeholder management analysis is very, very important, which we will learn as we learn the modules. And I'll keep you connected with the industry so that you can relate our learnings with your real-time work. So this is the overview of statistics. Now, there are so many things that we can talk, and we will talk in 8 weeks. I want to take you to the first platform which we are going to use, which is called R Studio. So I hope most of you have downloaded. If you have not downloaded, we will download ourselves over here and we will see what is R all about. Don't get into a panic state, just relax. Today I'm just giving you an overview, that's it. Just an overview about R and Python today. So don't start feeling scared. You don't need to be a coder. You don't need coding. It is just like Excel. It's just like Excel. You just need a little bit of practice and you're a champion within 15 days if you practice hard. It's all predefined. Can you see my R screen? Can you see the R screen? Can you see the R?
Yes.
Okay. So now we will go to the website.
NCIR.
Hold on. Okay, there are many links. Open this link, RStudio desktop faucet. Open this link. When you say download R, you will get this website. Open this link. Scroll and you will see two download. Install R and then RStudio. Always remember, first you have to download R. R is the platform on which RStudio will run. So we download R first. And don't make any changes anywhere. Just go straight. Download R for Windows. If you have Mac, if you're using a Mac, download for Mac. Okay. And then it says install R for the first time. I'm not clicking because I already have R in my plan. It will overwrite. It says download R 4.222 for Windows. It says 64 bytes. It can go according to your system, 32 bytes or 64 bytes. You'll see in your download, it says open and you'll start executing, you'll start installing. Once you get R on your desktop, then what you need to do, you need to download RStudio. Then once your R is there, then you did downloads. Don't make any changes. Just go next. Don't make any customization. Don't do it for now. And it will enter your C drive. Say it's downloading RStudio. So RStudio will be downloaded only if you download R successfully. So from tomorrow, we will work on RStudio together on the basics. But I want to show you how this RStudio or the entire platform looks like. It's very easy. Very, very easy. So let me use my laptop. So, can you all see my R screen?
Yes, I can see it.
Okay, let's start from the beginning. This is just like Excel or any platform that you see. You have the same features. You can open a new file from your system, new project. When you say new project, it gives you a new project altogether. When it's a new file, I can open a new script and it gives you a blank screen. This is how it will look like when you download R. Here, you can save your file, open a project, save as. This is a very simple thing which we get in all the platforms. So this is nothing new. Here, when you go to edit, again, just like Excel or any Word document, any file, back, forward, word count.
So I can't see your screen.
Can't see my screen? You can see our screen, correct? You can see the R screen, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Yes. Here, if you go to code, again, you're not working with these things. There's no function which you need to operate from here. Nothing to do from here. Okay, I'll tell you what are the. Here you can see view. You want to zoom in, you want to zoom out. Again, very simple process. Zoom plot, when we use plot, then we say you can save the file as PDF. You can save the image, the plots. And we will learn all these things when we actually start operating. This is important. When you're running a code, and if we think the code is taking a lot of time to execute, you can interrupt that code. You can stop that code from here. Here you can terminate, or if let's say there's a it's getting hung. If it's getting hung, you can terminate R from here. You can restart R from here. Sometimes the restart will take time, so be careful. Then I want to show you the important part which we will always use. If you go to tools, go to global options. Go to global options, you can customize your R platform. Let's say this is a console. Appearance, you can change your appearance from here. Whatever font, the font you can use the text rendering, whatever you want to do, you can. So let's have just give you an example. I use this. So this changes. I'm using this changes. So it depends on your choice. This is important. Now let me first show you this. In R, you will see 4 boxes. This is the source where you are coding in. This is where you are coding in. Again, when you code, it's very simple. Let's say I'm just saying X is equal to 24. Okay, and I say print X.
Hello, sir. Yeah, someone's video is on, and then the concentration is not all that.
Sorry.
Someone's video is on. If the fellow can switch off his video, so that we can have a concentration on your demonstration.
Whose video? Whose videos? Can you please? So when you say print X, you will get the outcome over here. You will see the outcome over here. I'm deleting all the outcome. When you have to delete all these things, delete from here. You want to delete? So now I say print. I say run. If you want to execute your command, you say run. So it says error because print, I have given print in capital letter, which it does not take. I say print. I select from here. The moment you write even 1 or 2 letters, it will give you the drop downs. I say print X. I give a bracket, and the bracket can be put anywhere. It doesn't matter. I can put the bracket here also. R is case sensitive. It'll take the command only if you give the right cases. So I say print X. Now again giving me error because I put 2 brackets. Let me remove this. It will immediately catch your error. So now I say run. It says X is not found because I have not run the objective. Let's say what it says now. So now it is giving me 24. So this is the source where you're actually coding in, and this is the console where you're getting your outcome. This part, come to this part. This is your environment where you can see what we are doing. Whatever you're doing over here, you can see the sequence, you can see the history over here. So you can see the history over here. What have I done? Whatever we are doing over here, the history is coming over here. Forget the connection, you're not really connecting with anything. This is a tutorial. Any support, any help you want, you can read from here. If you go to environment, if you say this, you can open a file. You can open a file from here. You want to import your data. This is the most important thing. Most important part, I want to import a data. I say text base. Text base is mainly for the CSV files. We will also know why CSV when we start learning R. Text reader from Excel, plus you can import data from your other platforms. So let's say I am saying from text base, I want to import data. It will take me to my system. So I'll find a system, I'll find one data from here. I open it. Very simple, the way we do on Excel or any other platform. So now, the moment you have a data, when you upload the data, you see the screen blank. Go back from here with this arrow. You come back. What you have to do, just copy this. Just copy this. And we paste it over here. And you can name the file. This is not the right file. Let me take another good file. So let's say I'm taking this file from a CSV file. You don't have to do anything. Just say import. Don't make any changes. If it is data is missing, it will give you NA. Just say import. And you see this over here. Copy this, just simply copy this from here. To go back to the source, come over here, say this, and just paste it. I pasted the data at the file. One thing you must note that after the inverted comma, this is mandatory. You say header, it'll pop out. Header is equal to true. Just write this header is equal to true. Why we are writing this, I will tell you. Now, if I run this data, execute this, I can pull this, and you will see it's not giving me in red. If it gives you in red, it means there's an error. And you can shift your console by this arrow, or you can also shift it by using this. So why we're using this header is equal to true, that is to show the name of the headers. For instance, my data has these names, these headers. So if we write headers will be true, it will show you the names of the headers. So this is just the uploading part. Now, this means equal to. While you can use this, or you can use equal to. I'm creating an object. I'm saving the entire data set in a file, in an object called this. I can name it. No, I can name it anything. Let's say I'm naming it Anu. I can save the file here. I'm naming it Michael. I can save the file in any name I want. I'm creating this as an object. This object has all my data set. Entire data frame is over here. So this is the way you upload data from here. This thing, it shows how much space you have in your R, because you're working on a free mode. So it has limitation of your space. It's not a paid version. If I want to increase my space, I can delete everything from my history. I've deleted everything. So you can increase your space. This is your global environment where you can select some packages on which I will tell you. So this is your environment. Now we come here. Here you can see the files. You can see the new folder, new blank file. If you want to select, you can delete something, rename, and then you have more options, which we hardly use. This plot is where you will see the plots. This is where you'll see the plot. So let's say I'm just creating a plot. Plot, I take the name of the data. My data is saved in Michael something. Yeah. My data is saved in Michael. Michael, I want to create some plot, but I don't have data right now. So let's see if there's some data, which I will show you anyway. Yeah, so I have data. So I'm picking up. Yeah. So I'm plotting something from this data. Let's say I'm plotting work experience. So all your plots will be shown over here. So let's say, I by mistake, I put this entire thing over here like this. I've dragged my entire screen over here and I'm plotting it. Look at the error it will give you. It will give you an error, figure margins too large. It means the plot is very large, but the space to plot is very small. What I do, I just bring it back over here. I give enough space and I plot it again. So it plots. So these are basic overview. So now here you have packages. R has a lot of libraries and packages where all your functions are incorporated, are stored. So let's say I'm just giving you some examples. Library, I say car. I'm just taking some examples, okay, which we will learn together. Library, explore. So these are the library, but remember before uploading this library, you have to install. You have to install these packages. So before learning this library, you can install the packages from here. I'm saying car. So I've installed the package first. After installing the package, you can see it has installed the package. Only after installing the package, it is mandatory to upload the library. It is mandatory. So even explore, let me install the package first. Otherwise, it will not give you. I've installed the package. Here it's installing over here. Okay. Now I say run the library. So see, you see this red sign? It has installed. It says installed, successfully unpacked. Then I run the library. So only after you install the packages, and you can install just once, you don't have to install every day. Only then your libraries will work. So we will talk a lot about the libraries when we are using it, how these functions work, what are the common libraries that we use, why do we use. We will learn all these things as we practice from tomorrow when I'm actually showing you on some operation on R. So this is your package. You can also install it from here. Let's say if I say install, and it will give you a second, you don't have to remember the code. Install packages car. So we can install from here also. Say updating load packages. Now you will get this pop-up sometimes. It'll say, do you want to restart? Say no. Because if you say restart, it'll take a lot of time. Say no, I don't want to restart. So now my package is installed. Similarly, if you go to this place, help. Help actually gives you a lot of guidance. You can explore all your, wherever you get stuck, whenever you need help. So let's say, I go here and I talk about a function, I say car. So it gives you cars. Let me see what it talks about the cars. It will give you description, format. It will also give you an example. And what code should we write, what parameters we write. It will also give you example. And guys, all these things will come with a lot of practice, and we start using it for next 8 weeks. So don't worry about this. Don't get into any sort of panic state or nervous. We will make it, we will learn it in a very, very easy way. We will learn together. And let me just tell you something which I have forgotten. After the sessions, you get your recordings. This doesn't end over here. Throughout the week, any time you want support from us, any query, any understanding, you're welcome to just drop a message in the group and give us a time. We will connect with you over a call or a Zoom call, and we will explain to you. Why I'm saying this? Because statistics or analysis cannot be explained over a chat or an email. So we don't support you half-heartedly. Okay, I've written a mail, I've written a chat, try understanding. No. Whenever you have queries, you are welcome to connect with us on a call, and we'll be more than happy to handhold you. Hand-holding is very important for us, and we handhold you for next 6 months, 1 year. Once you are with us, we are not separating. Please remember, we are not separating now. It's a lifetime relationship. We are not asking you for any money for support. You have paid us your fee, enough. You have done your assignments, okay. You have got your certifications, okay. But even after that, you are part of ABSC Analytics. Whenever you face problems during your business, during your jobs, you are part of ABSC. It's a lifetime relationship. So whenever you feel you are not being able to do it, please give us a call or schedule a call. We'll be more than happy to support you. So our support system is very, very strong. Our user experience, learner experience is very, very strong. Because in any professional training, what we need is hand holding. Hand holding is very, very important in any professional training. You cannot become a champion in 3 months, 4 months, or 5 months. So don't worry, we are with you 24/7. One more thing that ABSC follows religiously, that we work according to your convenience, according to your timing, and not as per our timing. This is our customer experience. Whatever timing suits you must suit us. We don't say that today is Sunday, today is a holiday, it is 2 o'clock at night in India, we cannot help you. Sorry. We will work for you even at 2 at midnight or 1 o'clock in India, even if it's 6 o'clock in Nigeria or Ghana. We work as per your timing and not as per our timing. So please keep this in mind. And whatever I'm saying on record, I'm committed to this and we follow this. You can talk to our learners from batch 1 and they will give you a true feedback how we support them 24/7 into 365. That is the support system that we are building and we have built already. So now I'm inviting Mr. Rahmat Khan. He'll be taking you through overview of Python. So Rahmat Khan, also from the field of data science, with around experience of 8 to 9 years, very young guy and handsome too. So I'm just telling you, of all the married people, he's also married. Okay, so don't fall for him. And I'm inviting Rahmat, and he will take you through Python. And today we are just looking at overview. That's it. What is Python? That's it. From tomorrow, we'll get into the depth of it. So please invite Python, Rahmat.
Hello,
Rahmat,
everyone.
can you please come on video?
Yes, my video is on. Am I audible and am I visible too?
Can you all see Rahmat?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. And you can see, so Rahmat will share his screen and Rahmat will take you through Python.
Yes.
So Rahmat, all the way to you now.
Okay. Thank you so much, Anup. And thank you so much for inviting me for this wonderful session. I will take you to the Python session. And this is nothing, I would say, again, one of the statistical tool that data scientists use and quite prevalent in the industry. Talking about R and Python are the two statistical tool that is quite prevalent in the industry and people use it for analytical purpose. So today I'll be taking you to Python training session. What is Python and how useful this could be in the field of data science and how it will help you to do the analysis of a small data, big data, or any sort of data that you have. So,
so we can first teach them to download.
Yes. So I'm sure Anup has shared the downloading PDF to you, how you need to download this Jupyter notebook, Python notebook. Did you all get it? Or should I show it to you?
Please, I couldn't get mine. If you would show it, I'll be grateful.
Okay.
Please show me.
I have not showed them the downloading of Python. Is I've only done for R.
Okay. Fine then. Okay. Is my screen visible to all of you? Okay. Fine.
Yes.
So there's no rocket science downloading this. Okay. All you need to do is you just need to go to this sites. Go to www.anaconda.com. Okay, you need to click here. Since Python is already installed into my system, okay, so I'm not going to do it. I'm just showing you how you can download this statistical analysis tool in your system. And also, this is a free version. You don't have to pay anything for any sort of analysis that you are doing on any of your own personal data or personal assignments or office work. So that is why people use this statistical tool. Like R is more of a, you can say, syntax based. Python is more of an English term, like a lot of functions and a lot of syntax that we use as a code is more similar to English language. So people find Python easier than R. But to be a good data scientist and to have a good understanding of data, you need to learn R as well. Because if you have a hold on both R as well as Python, you can have a chance to look for any job that is available in the industry. So it is going to be an added advantage for you if you have a hold on this. Okay, so all you need to do is you just need to go to this link. Okay, and this file will be shared to you by Anup. Okay, right now I'm just showing you how you can do it. So this is the site where you need to click. When you click here, it will take you to this anaconda symbol. There you need to come to the product and click on individual editions. Okay, select the individual editions as above. Then when you select this, okay, it will prompt you whether you would like to download the 64-bit or 34-bit. According to your system specification, you can choose. If your system has a support of 32-bit, then you should download this. Okay, if it supports 64-bit system configuration, then click here, download it. Okay, once it is downloaded, this is how it looks like. Now what you need to do is you will come to this page. Okay, and here it will tell you the destination folder. Either you can put the destination folder wherever you would like to store this Anaconda prompt system. Okay, or you can simply browse here. So when you click browse, you can save that Anaconda, or you can say Python tool wherever you would like to save, like on your desktop, in your documents, or wherever you have stored your R or other statistical analysis tool. You can simply click here on browse and put the destination. Okay, then click on next. It will prompt you these two options. Okay, whether you would like to add the path which is on the environment table, or you would like to go for this one. So you just need to mark this one. Okay, and then click on install. And then once you are done, again go to next page, next button. Now it says thanks for installing Anaconda, and then you need to click on finish. Once you are done, okay, this Jupyter notebook will appear in your search system. So here you just need to come on the search bar. Okay, I need to type Jupyter. This is the Jupyter notebook. Okay, just go here, double click, or simply run as an administrator. So when you double click it, these kind of prompts will run in the background. So this is the Anaconda prompt box. Okay, you just need to minimize it. Okay, and once you click on Jupyter, okay, like I said, double click it. This is the page that will appear before you. So that's the Jupyter file, or you could say Python code book, where you could write piece of code for a statistical analysis. Well, let me come back to that. Sorry. Okay, so here comes the Jupyter notebook. Opening Jupyter notebook. Okay, so we have reached to this level. Okay. So after you open it, this is the Jupyter notebook that would appear before you. Now let's say if you would like to open a file, okay, or upload a Python file. So right here, you can see upload button, and there it is a new button. Okay, so if you would like to see a new code prompt where you could write code, just click on new, and Python 3, that's the default name of this notebook. You can click here. Once you click here, the Python notebook will display in front of you. Okay, now these are the tabs where you will be writing codes. Okay, and let me take you back to this Jupyter notebooks. Whatever you have stored in your system, everything will appear right here. You can say all the files are being displayed here: pictures, saved games, searches, sources, videos. All the Python analysis that I've done is listed here. Okay, and the best part is simply you don't have to go back to the desktop and choose that file and open it. Simply go here, desktop, and let's say ML training. From here, you can open your file. So my file is on desktop. Just give me a second. Where is desktop? Okay, it is on desktop, yeah. So my file is stored into this training PPT data analysis. I'll go here, okay. I'll come to the Python folder, and here I will click on Python training session 1. So the moment I click Python training session 1, it will open the file where you have written the code or you have done the analysis. So this is for training, today's training session. I have written some piece of code to just tell you what are the functionality of Python and how you can cope up with this statistical analytical tool. Okay, but let me take you the fresh file. So this is the one I've done. Okay, now, like I said, if you would like to go back, you just need to come to the home button, okay, and simply go back from here. Now, again, if you would like to open a new notebook, we just need to open the new notebook, and here you can write piece of code. Any questions so far? We are going to write some piece of code on Python. Did you get an understanding how you can install this Python? Or do you have any questions related to Python?
You are too fast.
Oh, I'm too fast.
Yes.
Okay, fine. So I'll go a little slow now. So whatever I have shared with you, everything will be shared to you by Anup. Okay, so this was just a basic,
okay.
like, okay.
Okay.
So installation file is here. Everything is written here. You just need to follow follow the instructions, okay? And you will reach right here. So I can take you back once again. The very yes.
No, if you share the file, I think I'll be okay.
Okay.
Just explain the features of Python or the kernel and everything.
Okay, fine. And so let me come back to the.
Today we are focusing more on the overview of Python, okay, and just 1 or 2 codes. That's it. Explain the features.
Fine. So here are the tabs that you can see right on the top: file, edit, view, insert, cell. You can see all the tabs appearing here. When you click on the file tab, these are the many options that you can see. This is for new notebook. So if you click on new notebook, this will open a new notebook. So let's say you are writing a piece of code and you would like to take a copy of that, or you think that I need to open a new file where I could do the analysis and then I can try out those codes if they are working properly, and then I can paste that code in my new file. Okay. So from here on, you simply need to click on new notebook, and it will open a new Python kernel where you could write piece of code. This is nothing but just an open button. So when you click open, okay, it will take you back to the main Python home button, from where you could open the code or the file where you have done the analysis. Okay. Then make a copy. Let's say you have written something here. Hello, and you are running it. Okay. Now, I'm just for the sake of example, I've written a piece of code. Okay. And you think that there has to be a copy of this Python file, so that if I need to do any changes in the original original file, it does not impact my original file. Okay. So simply make a copy of this, and you can see a copy of the same file has been created. This is a rename button. Okay. Let's say you would like to give a name to this untitled 4. Okay. So there are 2 ways. The very first way is double click on this untitled 4. Okay. It will prompt you a name. Enter a new notebook name. Else, what you can do is you can simply come here and click on rename. So either way, either you can double click on this untitled 4 and name that file, or you can go to file, choose rename option, and then you can rename this book. So let's say I write Python news session and save, I rename it. Now you can see instead of untitled 4, you could see Python new session is appearing here. So that's how you can name your notebook. Let's say you have done some mistake here and you would like to rename it. So you need to come here, double click and correct it or rename it. This is a very basic feature. Okay, save and checkpoint. Let's say you have written something. Say this, I write heading, I run it. And now I would like to save it. So you can save, and this has been saved. And when you save it, this will say checkpoint created. So this actually displays the time when you saved it. So so this option is nothing but a save functions. This is a revert to checkpoint. So let's say you have done some work on Saturday, okay, and you are coming back on Sunday, okay. So what you can do is you can revert to checkpoint on this, okay, revert to checkpoint, and Sunday when you open it, it will take you back to the last day of the work, okay, or it will show you that what you have done in this particular Python notebook, what you have written. It will show you that on Saturday, February 25, you have written something here, okay. This is nothing but a print view, okay. Like when you click here, it will become more of a printing stuff. Like when we go ahead and print something, this is how our document looks like. So that's just a print preview, nothing else. And then comes download as. Now let's say you have written a lot of stuff, lot of codes, okay, and you want to download this as an HTML file, okay. So you can click here. See Python new session ML. This is a HTML file. Click here, open file. You can see your piece of code here. Similarly, you have n number of options. You have n number of options. You can download is as text. You can download is add.md. You can download it as IPYNB. This is a notebook code. Okay. So whenever you write any code in any of the Python notebook, this is the extension that you will get, .IPYNB. If you would like to download it as a PDF, you just need to click here and the whole piece of code will be converted into PDF format just for the sake of view. That's a .py, again a Python file, but usually notebook are saved into IP and YB. This is like for Excel.exl, for CSV.csv. Similarly in notebook, in Jupyter Notebook, this is the extension that notebook has. Then comes close and halt, and you can close, like let's say you have done all the coding and now you would like to close this. You just need to come here, close it down. That has been closed. Okay, fine. So I'm coming back here and writing this.
I have a question. Can I ask, please?
Yeah, sure. Go ahead. Yeah.
Yeah, on the, can you go back to the file button where you just
yeah. Yeah.
So we have different option for downloading those the code which is already write it on your platform. So what are the purpose of saving this into different format? For instance, if you have saved to the HTML or a text.
Yes. So let me
the importance of saving the different version?
Yes, let me show you. So let's say this is the piece of code I have written, okay? And I would like to share this piece of code to you, okay? And you have not downloaded this Jupyter notebook. So when I share this file to you, okay, this is a Python file, okay? This is, let me show you. This is stored into here. No, just give me a second. Yeah, this is stored into here. So you can see .ipynb, right? This is the extension of Jupyter Notebook. Now, if you don't have Python installed into your system, when you open it, it will throw you error. It will show you select an app to open this file. Now, since I have Python downloaded it, okay, I can tell them open it in Python and it will open. Else, what I can do is I can come here, okay, I will go to the home page and I will come to here upload option, okay, and then I will come here. Just give me a second. I'll come here, open Python, and this is the file that I would like to open. Click here, open. Now it says upload. I will click upload. There is already a file named Python because I have already opened it. Do you like to replace it? Okay, override. Now this has been saved. Now I can come here, last modified. And now you can look for that file that you have. Open that it should be. Yeah, here it is. You can see this Python training session 1. Now, when you open it, this file is now you can write the piece of code that you want. Okay. So what I was saying is, if you don't have Python downloaded, when you open this file, it will throw an error to you. So what we do is, whenever we are sending these Python codes to our client, we usually send them to the format they are asking for. So let's say if they want to see those piece of code in PDF format, then you can download it as a PDF. Let's see if they would like to open this piece of code in an HTML format, you can download it in HTML format. And if you download in HTML format or PDF format, unlike notebook, okay, it will open in your system. So if I download it right now and share to you, even if you have not downloaded Python Jupyter Notebook in your system, still you would be able to open it. So you can see this is how it will look like in HTML code. You cannot do any sort of modification or changes, but you can see the codes that I have written. Have I answered your question? You still have doubts?
Okay, that's okay. But if you maybe perhaps you share those codes in syntax of HTML. I know HTML maybe if you copy those codes, for instance, you have saved it in HTML format and paste to the other platform which is compatible with the language used for HTML, is going to work.
Yes, so like you have an option. You have all the options here.
I thought maybe the idea was to actually maybe if you put it to a different format.
No, so if you download it in a different format, unlike Python IPYNB file, okay, you can see those piece of code, but you cannot do any sort of addition or changes or you cannot add anything. This will more of a view format. This will be in the view mode. Okay, I mean, you as a learner can see this, but you cannot do any sort of additions, changes. Understand? So that, yes. So that is the privilege you have with, yeah. So that is the privilege you have using this using
okay.
Python.
Yeah.
Okay.
Thank you.
Fine. Then going ahead. Again, these are the basic things. If you would like to.
Can I ask a question?
Sure, go ahead.
Yeah, my question is, we looked at R Studio and now we are looking at Python. Does it mean that the student can choose the one that he wanted to master for his data analysis, or it is a must that he or she have the knowledge in using these two strong database?
See, either you learn.
Ramat, can I answer this?
Sure, sure. Go ahead.
Let me explain this.
Sure.
Can you go on? Let me explain this part. In any industry, any business, the company wants a solution. It doesn't matter on which platform you're using.
Okay.
As long as the solution is coming, you can do it on Excel, you can do it on Minitab, you do it on Python, R, Azure ML, SPSS, it doesn't matter. However, why we are, it's not mandatory. Your question is mandatory, it's not mandatory. We are exposing you to all the platforms so that you don't regret that you know this, you don't know this. So it's not mandatory, it's your choice which you want to master according to the market. Okay? Have you answered your question? Hello?
Thank you very much. I'm grateful, sir.
Okay, welcome. Ramat, please carry on.
Okay. Fine then. So coming back to this next tab that we have here is edit. This works more like Excel. So let's say you write something. Now let me take you through some piece of code, subheadings, how you can write paragraph, how you can write something in a tabular format in Python. So the very first thing when you start any piece of work is going to be your heading. Okay. So how do you write heading in Python? Let's say I write car data analysis. And I would like to make sure that this appear as a heading. So what you need to do is, now you have written this, when you run it, it will throw you error, invalid syntax, because this is just an English word that you are using and Python do not understand that. They have some specification that needs to be followed, right? So I would like to make sure that these English word that I've written should appear as a heading. So what you need to do is you just need to come here on the code one, choose heading. Okay, click OK. Either you can press Control plus Enter, or you can simply come here and click on Run Cell. So when you run cell, it appears as a heading. Now you can see car data analysis. This is your heading. Now let's say you would like to add subheadings to this. So for adding subheadings, you need to press, or you need to choose this hash symbol, and then there has to be a space, and then you write EDA, okay, and come here and choose this markdown, okay, and now press enter, or press Control Enter, or simply run it. This appears as a subheading. Looks like more of a similar stuff, but this, I mean, under heading you can have another heading. Okay, now let's say you would like to write something as a paragraph. Okay,
so sir, the first heading, car data analysis, it is in small caps. If you want to change it to block capitals, do you need to retype the whole thing or?
Yes, yeah. That's whatever you write. If you have written in block letters, it will appear in a block letters. If you're written in a small letters, it will appear in a small letter. That's how it works. Okay. So unlike of your writing stuff, I mean, there is not going to have any sort of impact on this. Okay. Now let's say if you like to write some sort of a paragraph. I'm learning Python. I'm looking forward to it. This is just one line. Okay. Now what you need to do is you need to choose this markdown. Okay. And make sure you don't put anything before the sentence. Now run it. It will appear as a paragraph. You can add or you can write anything in this. Now let's say you that you need to add some more sentences to this paragraph. So you can come back to the cell, double click, okay, and again write something. Don't go to the spelling. I'm just writing something. Okay, you can write anything. Okay, so and again go to markdown, run it. So that's how you write the paragraph. Okay, now let's say you think you feel that no, whatever I'm writing should appear in a tabular format, should be there in the tab itself. Okay, so you can write now you would like to display this in the tabular format. So now you need to choose this raw NB convert option. So when you click raw NB convert and click on run, you can see whatever you have written is in the tabular format, is in this box itself. Now let's say you would like to write some piece of code. So you need to make sure that this code is selected. So let's say I write A is equal to 10. Now I am assigning a value to this variable A. Okay, so Python understand this. You are assigning a value because here you can see this is equal to sign. That's again calculation sign. Okay, now when you run it, and now you write print A. See, the value of A is showing as 10. The another difference is for this headings, subheadings, paragraphs, or this raw NB convert, you would not see the numbers appearing before this. You can see 2, 3. So this tab 2, 3 are the code. I mean, it will only appear when you are writing a piece of code. Okay, so you've written a code here, so it will give you 2. You've written a code here, it will give you 3. Now again, if you write the heading, it will not display any numbers. So let's say and again, you need to go here. Either you would like to choose markdown, raw NB convert, heading. I would like to go with markdown because that works as a paragraph. Run. You can see no numbers are appearing it. Now, if I go ahead and write B is equal to 20, okay, and then press enter and I type print B. Now you can see the value of 20 and see the number is appearing. Okay, so whatever you write as a code will have a number, will have a specification with number. Okay, I was going to this edit. Now the very first option is cut cells. Let's say
hello.
Yes.
The word print. What is the language definition of print?
Yes. So whatever like print, what does print? How does it print works? Printing means you would like to display something. Okay, let's say you have written here a is equal to 10. Okay, and you would like to see the value of 10, or you would like to see this particular, what is the value stored in this variable a. So you simply have to write print a is equal to 10. Here, if you, now this plus symbol works as a insert cell. You can see insert cell below. I click here, another cell is inserted here. Okay, now I simply write a. So either you write a or write print a, it will display the value which is stored into this variable. So this is a way of writing. Now let's say you would like to write something like this. The value of a is 10. Instead of showing this 10, you want to print something like the value of a is 10. How would you write it? Remember, whatever paragraph that you are writing as a piece of code should be closed with this inverted commas. So you would like to see the value of a is, okay. Now you need to put a comma. Where the value is stored? It is stored in this variable a, right? Just put a. Now click run. Now you can see the value of a is 10. So this print displays whatever you want to display on the screen. Understood?
Yes, please.
Okay, fine. So I was taking it through this tab, cut cells. Okay, so let's say you don't need this cell. You don't need this this particular piece of code or this paragraph. Just come to this cell, go to edit, click on cut cells. That paragraph has gone. Similarly, there is an option right below this edit, this Caesar symbol. Okay, so this also works as a cut option. So I come here on this cell, I would like to cut this cell. I'll go here and just press this button, and that will go away. Okay, fine. Then copy cells. Now let's say, how do you copy it? So let's say you would like to print the same thing, this print the value of a, this, and you would like to print the value of b. So instead of writing, what I'm going to do is I'm going to copy this cell. I'll go to this, click here, copy cells. Okay, now since you have copied this piece of code, and now you would like to paste it right here. Again, you need to come back to this cell and you can write paste cells below. Sorry, just give me a second. I'll come here. Let me delete it first. Yeah, I'll come here and choose paste cells above. See, now instead of a, I will write b, and I'll put b, and then I'll run it. Now you can see the value of b is 20. So what I've done is, instead of writing this piece of code, I have taken a copy of this cell using this option, copy cell. Then I came back to the new cell and chose this button, paste cells above. Okay, and like I can show you again. This is okay. Let me do this. Now my cursor is here on the cell number 7. Okay, I will go to this copy cells, come back to the next cell where I would like to paste the print sentence. Come to this and click this paste cells above. Now you can see this. So this is nothing but cuts, copy, paste thing. Here, this is a paste cells and replace. Like, let's say if you would like to paste something and then replace it. This thing. Come here. Copy this. And now again, same thing. This is nothing. Let's say I assign a value, C is equal to 30. And I run it. Okay. And here I write C and C. So now the value of C is 30. Okay. Delete cell, like you would like to delete this cell, come to this, click delete cell, that cell will get deleted. Next is undo deleted cells. Okay. So come to this, click undo deleted cells. So the cells that you have deleted will come back again. These are the basic functionality of Python Jupyter Notebook, and these are self-explanatory. When you do this, you will get an idea. So these are the basic things. Okay, I want you to try on your own so that you have an understanding of these tabs. These are the view options, different view options. When you click toggler header, so that's how it will appear. Okay, when you go to this toggler toolbar, the symbols that were appearing right below these tabs will not display now. Different view options. If you see toggler line numbers, see, you can see 1, 1. Okay. Now, whatever code you are writing, after, let's say you are writing 5 or 6 code in one particular cell. So it will give you a numbering to that cell. So let's say I write D is equal to 34. Enter. E is equal to 56. G is equal to 114.5. Now you can see 1, 2, 3. So you can write piece of code in the same cell and it will give the numbering to those cells. Just click run. Now let's say the tab, those symbols have gone. How will you run it? Control enter. Press control enter, it will run. Or you can come to this tab, run cells. Click here. The moment number comes, that means this cell has run. Now, let's say you would like to add another cell and would like to see the numbers, the values of this. Again, you need to go this. This time you need to come to the insert option because you would like to insert a new cell. Insert cells above or below.
Okay.
Yeah,
Senior.
Hello.
I'm gonna ask this question. The purpose of the coding. For instance, if you are going to run some statistical analysis and then people should stop talking. You want to code your data, for instance, marital status using a code like 1 and 2. Is that the rationale of these particular coding as I'm seeing the mathematical formula here?
I did not get your question. What is your question? Can you?
My question is, for instance, I want to code my data so that I can run in other SPSs or I can run in Stata. So that I can have a numeric data to run. So the coding we are doing here, the last coding, which is number 10, D is equal to 34, E is equal to 56.
Yes.
Is that the rationale of this coding?
Yes. We can do that as well. Okay, let me show you. Okay, let me add. So let me get back to the same kernel, just view options. I would like to see those toolbar. View options, toolbar. Okay, now you're talking about that mathematical calculations, right? So let's say you write 10 into 5. It'll give you the number 50. 10 divided by 5. It'll give you the division of that. 10 minus 5. It'll give you the subtraction of these two numbers. So this actually works on those mathematical calculations as well. It'll give you 2.0. And why it is appearing 2.0? Because by default, whatever division symbol that you use, it will appear in the float options. I can take you through that float one as well, data types as well, but I'm just showing this. Okay, now let's say you want the system to enter a number. Okay, by the you want to enter a number from your system, okay, instead of typing the number. So you can simply write A is equal to, let me tell you something. You would like to see the data type of this number. Okay, so let me store this number to a variable called F. Now it is stored in the variable called F. Now I would like to see the type of this. I can simply put F. It'll give me the number this. Now, if you like to see the data type of this, so what you need to do is you need to type 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 and the variable F. It will give you and tell you the data type of this number. So you can see this is giving as float, which means any number having a decimal point 0, 1, 2, anything, it will always have a data type as float. Okay, now let's check about this 5. Let me store this into a variable called G. Okay, now you like to see the data type of this G. You can type G. That's int, which means integer. The whole number, data type of whole number is integer. If you write x is equal to true, okay, and now you would like to see the data type of this variable x, type x. This is Boolean. Similarly, write y is equal to false and see the type of y. It is also a Boolean. Y is not defined. Oh, that's one more thing I would like to show you. If you are assigning a value to the capital letter, you will have to recognize, Python will only recognize that variable the way you have written. So like you can see, I have written type Y, the small letter, and it is throwing an error. Y is not defined. So I would like to tell you that Python is case sensitive. Whatever value you are assigning to a variable, make sure it should be displaying in the same format. So now if you give capital Y, it will give me Boolean. So what I was trying to tell you that there are 4 data types in Python. Let me add another cell and let me write something. Z is equal to I am Michael. Okay. Print Z. And I would like to see the type of this Z as well. Again, this is a capital letter, so this has to be capital. You can assign as a small as well. See, str stands for string. So any sentences you write or any comment that you write, okay, this has to be closed with inverted comma, and that will read as a string. The name of any employees or any product will be read as a string. So there are 4 data types in Python: integer, float, Boolean, and string. Now talking about this Boolean, true and false comes under Boolean. You can see x is equal to true. We are seeing the type of this x, it says Boolean. We have written y is equal to false. We are seeing the type of y, it is Boolean. Similarly, you can say this z is equal to I am Michael, and it appears the data type of this variable Z is string because you have stored something as a sentence or as a word. Okay. Similarly, you can see about this. F is equal to 10 divided by 5. Now, when you divide it, you get 2. Okay. But Python read like this. Okay. Let me store something like this. 2.3. F is equal to 2.3. Now I would like to see type F. So anything that you assign in a decimal format, it will come under float. And anything you assign as a whole number, like this, I is equal to 3. This is a whole number. I is equal to 3. This is a whole number. Now, when you see the type of this variable I, it will give you integer, int. So there are 4 data types in Python: integer, whole number, float, numbers with decimals, Boolean, true and false, a string, anything that is written as a word. Any questions so far?
So looking at the true and false, my guess for yes and no will also be a bullet. Will also be a bool.
Yes, yes and no will not. No, that will read as a string, because Python do not understand whether it is true or false. You have to convert this into 0 and 1, or you can convert into true and false. If that is already there written in this format, true and false, still it will not read as a Boolean. Why? Because Python will read as a comment. Here you need to define it, that read this as a Boolean type. Did you understand this? Numbers, whatever numbers that you have in the data set, that Python will automatically read as an integer. Okay. So 0, 1, that Python will read as an integer. Okay. I was taking to this. View option is nothing but this. Again, insert is nothing. Cell above, cell below. If you would like to add any cell above the code, you just need to click insert cell above. Similarly, so come here, click cell above. Now you can see a new cell above this piece of code. Now, if you would like to see another cell or cell below this, insert cell below. Now comes cell. So I have shown you this run cells. Okay. Now let me come to this. There are 4 data. Okay. Now let me run this through this. Run cells. Can somebody tell me why it is throwing as an invalid syntax? Anybody from the class? Why is it throwing as an invalid syntax when I'm running this?
It's just an English sentence. It's not a syntax, not a valid syntax in Python. So we have to make that a paragraph.
Yes. So if you want this as a paragraph, yes, it's not a code, it's a sentence or a paragraph. You need to choose markdown. And now when you run it, you can say this, right? So under cell, you have different options, run cells and select below. So what you need to do is, let's say you write something. Remember, anything that you write as a sentence or as a paragraph in Python, and you would like to run it as a code, it always has to have inverted comma. It should be enclosed under inverted comma. Otherwise, it will throw an error to you. It won't run. Now, I'm coming to this cell. I say run cells and insert below. So when I click this, run cells and insert below, it will do 2 things. The very first thing is that it will run this particular cell, and then it will insert a cell below as well. Let me click this. print is not defined. Can somebody tell me why is it throwing error?
The print is having capital letter P, instead of a small p.
Yes, so I told you Python is a case sensitive. Okay. Now when you run it, that means yeah. It did run hello world, and it is stored, it actually gave you an option to go to the next cell as well. Okay, now again, I'm coming back to the cell, going to this, and I'm saying run cells and select below. Now this has been selected. You can come here and you can simply.
Ramat?
Yeah.
I think, this is more of an overview today.
Yes,
okay,
yes.
Because it'll be too much for them.
Yeah.
Okay, so I think we should end this now because they'll not be able to take it up so much the first day. Just an overview we wanted to give.
Yes, yes.
Yeah, since you already showed everything, now getting into the coding and all, this might overburden them.
Yeah,
I don't want them to get stressed from the day one.
Yes, yes, fine then. So guys, any questions so far?
We are enjoying the whole class.
Yeah, that is good. But we will learn all these coding with the reasons why we are doing this, what is the logic behind this, and how is it used in the industry. So we will be learning all this practically today, or just an overview of these platforms. Okay.
Sorry, I know, please, Rahmat is still around.
Yeah, because it's very interesting, and it is so interesting that today we will exceed 5-6 hours. So don't worry, we will again invite Rahmat, and he will again teach you.
So guys, next time when we meet, I want every one of you to download this Jupyter notebook and try out these codes. Okay, Anup will share you a piece of code that I've written for you for the class Python session 1. Okay, very basic codes you can run on your own, and wherever you stuck or see you find error, okay, in the next class when we meet, you can come back with your questions, queries, that these are the errors that I'm getting, it is not running properly, then we can discuss about that. Also, another thing that I want all of you guys to do is explore these tabs, very basic tabs. Okay, you can write anything in this cell, okay, and try out how it is working. Okay, so at least you can try out these 5 tabs which I have explained you: file, edit, view, insert, cell, kernel, widget, help. Just leave these 3 cells for now. Okay, but I want you to practice it on your own. Okay, when you start practicing and when you start getting the results, you will have more interest in this. So this is a very basic thing. Besides, like I said, Anup is going to share that Python code as well as the installations instructions. You can follow that, download it, and if you have any questions, you can write your queries. I will always be there to answer you, or Anup can pass your queries to me, and I'm already in the group as well. Okay, so I can answer your queries there as well. Fine, then thank you so much, Anup, for inviting me for this session. Any question, guys?
Yes, Rahmat, I have one very. Yes, I have one very important. Sorry, Rahmat, just want to know if the Python can do the statistical test, like the t-test and the.
Yes. We will learn all these things. Okay, all the statistical tests will be run on Python and R both.
Python can do anything. Python
can do
all the statistical things. I can show you.
That's very wonderful.
Yeah, these are the basic codes that I've written for you. Okay, and we are going to do EDA, whole EDA on Python. Okay, so don't worry about it. These are the EDA part. We are going to use the same data car. Okay, so that you have better understanding. You have a hold on this data set. So I'll explain you how you can see the tell, how you can see the structure, how you can see the dimensions of the data set, how you can see the describe options. There are some fancy graphs as well that you can see using Python. Okay, so Python does everything. It does EDA, it does statistical modeling, it does testing, hypothesis testing, everything. Okay, so this was just an overview of Python. So that is why we were just giving an overview of what Python is and how it works and what are the functionality of Python. Okay, in the next class when we meet on, then we'll be discussing those things as well. But I want you to practice on your own at least once. You just need to devote 1 hour, and that is going to be more than enough for you to have a hold on this, what we have covered in this session today.
Thank you, Ramat. Thanks a lot. Yeah, Ramat, thanks a lot for your precious time. Okay.
Thank you very much.
Since you are not here with us, so you had to take this remotely.
Yeah.
So thanks a lot for your time, and we'll call you, we'll invite you again and again. You're part of us, so that when we start with all the statistical modeling, you can train them. Okay, thanks a lot.
Thank you so much,
So
guys.
guys,
Thank you so much.
So guys, thanks to Rahmat.
Yeah, colleague Ghanaians, the link is there. We are forming a WhatsApp page for Ghanaians, so make sure that you join, so that those friends who are also interested in the data science can also join, so that we can put ourselves together and benefit from this program. So kindly join.
No, see, please, there are certain decorum, there are certain policies which we need to follow. You formed a group, you formed a group of Ghanaians. We appreciate that. But, but we request you not to practice anything or share our documents to people who are not registered with us. Okay. So these modules, these download videos, everything is for those people who are registered with us, who are learning with us. Okay, so please avoid sharing everything for free with anyone without a permission, outside the context, outside the boundary of ABSC Analytics. This is my request, please.
Thank you very much.
Okay, you are always welcome. We have a group, we have your group, and you are always welcome to ask us, write your queries on the group, and we'll be more than happy to support you. But we will not allow any separate group for discussion on any of the modules. Please respect our privacy, respect our security, data security.
Okay, thank you very much.
Yeah, but you're doing a good job. You're trying to bring people, you're supporting, you're encouraging people. We really appreciate, but they can join our groups and they can learn with us. Okay?
Thank you.
So,
thank you.
The objective of today, showing you Python and R, was just to show you how these platforms work. Now, what is the approach we are going to take? All the statistical analysis on 1 or 2 data will be done first on R. And the idea is not to see coding is very easy on R or Python. It takes you 2 minutes to code and run the code. The objective is to learn the outcome. The objective is to interpret the statistical inferences, how to read the outcome, how to apply in the businesses, how to make graphs out of, how to make inferences out of it. So all the statistical analysis that we'll be doing on R, and the same data we'll be putting on Python. So now you'll be able to differentiate, you'll be able to appreciate the code of R, and you'll also appreciate the code of Python. So with the same data, we will work on R. With the same data, we will work on Python. The only thing which will change is the code. That's it. So Python will not take you time because we'll be covering every analysis on R. The basic, the concept, the outcome, interpretation, inferences. So Python will become very, very easy for you to understand that. And that is the approach, that's the logic behind this. So we'll call it a day and we'll meet again tomorrow. Tomorrow we are meeting at 2:30 India time, which is 9:39 Ghana, 10:30 Nigeria, and 12 o'clock Kenya, Uganda, Tanzania. So please be available tomorrow, and we will share the recordings of the session today. As I said, it will take some time, but you must watch the videos. Plus, there are many other videos on the platform. The videos on the platform already available or are the same videos which we had done for batch 1. So it is easy for you to see what we are going to do next. You can watch those videos, be prepared, and come for the session. So we are giving you, heads up that even before you come to the session, you have all the opportunities to watch the video, what we are going to do tomorrow. But anyway, we will be covering everything tomorrow. But if you get time, must watch the videos. Any question before we call it a day? We don't want to make it overburden for you on day one. Let's make it light and gradually we'll increase the level. We'll increase the time. There'll be a time when we'll start reducing the time again, the duration of the program session. Because we want to balance it. Because you are new, you may not be able to take too much. So we have to be very careful with this. So there are a lot of people in this group who just came to watch the demo session because they were not being able to make up their mind. Maybe they were not being able to trust us. And it is good that you must find out about your institute. You must find out about the mentor. You must find out about, you must speak to our existing learners before getting into any professional training. And that's why we encouraged you to come and join us today, join us tomorrow, and then take your own decision, take your time. If you're interested, please register yourself and join us full-fledged from next week. Else, if you cannot make up your mind, we respect your decision and you can take your time in future, we'll again connect. Fine? So is there any chat or any question that we have to answer? On Nigeria time. Nigeria time will be 10:30 tomorrow. Sorry, 10. It's 12:30, right? 2:30. So that's 10 o'clock tomorrow, Nigeria time. 9 o'clock Ghana time.
Thank you.
Okay. Yeah, thanks a lot. Enjoy your rest of the weekend and we'll meet you again tomorrow. We have a lot to learn in second stage, third stage. Stage one is just a trailer, which is very, very interesting. Stage one is just a foundation, just to put in the pillars. So the stage two, stage three become very, very easy for you. Okay, thank you so much for your time. Take care. Good night. Namaste from India.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you. Bye-bye.